Hello again, guys. Welcome to another English class. This is a level B1 and I'm Miss Jimena. Welcome. As you remember, we have already checked the vocabulary about travel. So today we are going to know a new vocabulary about travel, okay? But first of all, I would like you to think about a place where you like to go, where you like to travel. Could be here in Mexico or abroad, as you wish. Think about it. I get it. You get it? Okay, let's move on. First of all, we need to check the vocabulary, okay? So we have already checked the vocabulary about travel, but today we are going to check the phrasal verbs and other words that you need to know while traveling. First of all, we need to start with the phrasal verbs. Okay, but what is a phrasal verb? Okay, a phrasal verb is a phrase or expression that indicates actions and consists of a verb plus another word or two. Okay, and this is just used for informal writing or speaking. Remember that in English we have the register, and the register is the form or the way where we could write or speak. And in the register we have three ways: formal, informal, and neutral. But the phrasal verbs we are going to use them in the informal writing or speaking. So that means that you could use the phrasal verbs when you talk with your friends or with your family, okay? You cannot use them when you apply for a job or when you apply for a university, or even when you talk with the principal, okay? That's not allowed. But let's check the phrasal verbs that we need to work with during this unit. First of all, we have here get about. What is get about? To go or travel to different places. That means that, for example, I would like to go to Asia, so I get about to China or Japan, could be. Okay, that's get about. To know different places, to meet different places. Another one is sign up. That means in it. So imagine that you are thinking about going to a beach like Cancun. Okay, so in these kind of places there are a lot of activities that you could do. So you can sign up in a scuba diving lesson, could be, or a snorkeling lesson or something like that. Okay, so that means that you sign in and you need to take lessons about it. Another one is stop off. What is stop off? To see someone. For example, imagine that you are going to Australia, okay? So you need to stop off at the airport and say goodbyes to your family and so on, okay? Another one is jump on. That means to get on a train, a bus, or a plane quickly or suddenly. Okay. So for example, you can say, oh, I need to go to Chicago right now. So I need to jump on the plane right now. Okay. And the opposite is jump off. That means to leave a train, a bus, or a plane quickly or suddenly. For example, I need to go to my job as soon as possible, so I need to jump off the plane now. Okay, quickly. That means quickly. So remember that we are going to use the phrasal verbs according to the context, according to the situation. Okay, so because the phrasal verbs have different meanings, but this is according to the context. Another one. Let's move on to the other words. Okay, so let's start talking about these new words. Okay, hold. What is hold? It's the place where you, for example, you are in a plane or in a bus. So the hold is the place that is above you, and you could put your bags or your stuffs into it. Okay, that's hold, and you can have access anytime you wish to take out your stuffs. Location. For example, oh, this hotel has an incredible location. You know what? Because it's really near the center of the city. Okay? So that's location. Place. We could say, oh, this is a great place for a holiday. So imagine an incredible place for your Christmas holidays could be. Okay, that's place. Another one is reception. Reception is the front desk, so you can check in there or check out. Okay, the front desk is the reception. For example, there are front desks at the airport or at the hotel, could be. Another one is tour. For example, oh, you know what? They took a guided tour around Mexico City and it was incredible. Okay. Another one is cable car. What's a cable car? Okay, so imagine that you would like to go skiing. So instead of climbing the mountain, you could take the cable car to ride to the top. Okay, that's the cable car. Another one is foreign. For example, when someone asks you, can you speak any foreign languages? And you can say, yes, I can speak English and Spanish. Foreign. The other one is metro. Okay, metro is the kind of subway or underground. Okay, so you can see this word in France, for example. The metro in France, it's called like this, metro. Okay. Another one is pedicab. How can I explain you what is pedicab? So it is better. It has a better explanation in Spanish. That is bici taxi. Okay. Another one is riverboat. The riverboat, it's a kind of transportation that you can take in cities like Amsterdam, like Paris, like Venice. Okay, because these kind of cities have lakes or have rivers, so you can take a riverboat to go sightseeing and to look at the historical monuments that are so near the river. Okay. So that's a riverboat. Another one is the seaway. The seaway is this kind of transportation that is here in the photo. Okay, and this is like a toy for us nowadays, right? But here in Mexico City and in other countries, the police officers use them to get really fast from one place to another. So this is a seaway. The other one is souvenir. Souvenir are the gifts or presents that you could buy in that new place and give to your family or your friends. Okay, for example, maybe an Eiffel Tower from France. Another one is the underground. The underground is the subway, okay, and the underground is in London, okay. So you can say underground or subway, but remember that we have British English and American English. So in British English, if you refer to the metro, we could say underground instead of subway. Okay, now let's move on through our presentation. And here we have use it. Okay, we need to use it. Let's go to the airport. So please, first of all, you need to check this link, okay? You need to check this video, and we have to check as well these kind of questions and statements. So first of all, let's start with the questions that you might hear. Which kind of questions can we might hear? For example, could I see your boarding pass, please? To get to the plane, you need your boarding pass, okay? And you could check there your seat or the aisle, etc. Okay, the boarding pass, your name as well. Another question is, could I see your passport, please? Because remember that if we want to go abroad, you need a passport, okay? Another question maybe could be, do you have any carry-on baggage? The carry-on baggage are all the bags, the suitcases, or the backpacks as well that you could carry with you in the plane. So this is a very small bag, okay? Maybe 10 kilograms is allowed. Another one is, would you like a window seat or an aisle seat? Okay, window seat, so you can see all the sky maybe, or the clouds. Or the aisle is this place that you walk through to get to your seat. Okay, so this is the window and the aisle. So which one would you prefer? Well, another questions, but this time are the questions that you might ask, which could be how long is the flight? So imagine that you are traveling to Australia and you need to know how long is the flight. Okay, well, obviously from Mexico to Australia, you need to do some layovers, some stops. Okay, but you need to know how many hours. Okay, another one, is there an airport bus? Because you know what, in big cities like in Mexico City, the airports are so huge. So you need to, if you need to go from one terminal to another, you could take a bus, okay, and this is for free. So imagine that you are in Terminal 1 and you need to take another plane in Terminal 2, so you need to take this bus to get to Terminal 2, okay? Another one is, where is immigration? Remember that when we travel abroad, we need to pass through this point. And in immigration, they ask you for some questions like, what's your name? How many days are you going to stay here? How much money do you have right now? So these kind of questions, okay? Another one, where can I get a visa? So, for example, in countries like Cuba, you could access to a visa here in Mexico, or when you arrive to Cuba, you can ask for this visa. Okay. So now let's check the statements that you might hear. Which are these statements? For example, passengers for flight CX731 proceed to gate 6 G4, for example, okay, in this case, or 64. So that means that if you need to stop drinking your coffee or buying something here there in the airport, and you need to go to that gate, okay? Another one is, passengers may now begin boarding. What is that? You need to do a line or a queuing, and you need to wait until you are allowed to board to the plane. Okay. Another one. Please fasten your seatbelts. Fasten your seatbelts. Like in a car, you need to fasten your seatbelt, right? As well in the plane, you need to fasten your seatbelt. Another statements that you might say are, for example, I have 2 bags to check in. That means that when you arrive to the front desk, you need to check in your luggage. So in this case, you could say, I have 2 bags to check in. So you could pay for an extra bag. Okay. Another one is, we miss our flight. Oh my gosh, we miss our flight. So what can we do? Okay. Another, I will have the chicken, please. Because remember that when you buy your ticket in an airplane, you are buying as well, you are paying for a meal, for a breakfast, a meal, or dinner even. So, you know what? Nowadays, there are airlines, lower cost, so you can pay for this kind of service. Okay, if you wish, you can ask to the flight attendant for something to eat or not. It's up to you. Another one is, we are here on holiday or on business. So when you are in the immigration point, you could say that, oh, we are here just for holidays, or, oh, you know what? I'm here on business plan. Okay? So remember to check the video. Let's move on and let's go to the hotel. Okay, as well here I leave you another link that you can watch, okay, to check a conversation at a hotel. So which are the questions that you might hear? The questions that you might hear at a hotel, maybe you are so familiar with this kind of questions and statements. For example, did you have a reservation? Or may I have your name, please, to check your reservation? Could be. Do you need help with your bags? Okay. Is there anything else we can help you with? And questions that you might ask. For example, did you have any rooms available? Is breakfast included? This is a very interesting question, right? Is breakfast included? Does the room have air conditioning? Oh, yes, because imagine that you are traveling to a beach and the air conditioning is so important in this kind of rooms, right? Another one, is there an airport shuttle bus? That means that the hotels have some services for you, and sometimes are for free, or another one you have to pay for. But in this case, with the shuttle bus, are the buses that when you check out, when you are leaving the hotel, you could take this bus, and this bus takes you to the airport, and in some cases is for free. Now, let's continue with the statements that you might hear. For example, your room is on the second floor. Or, oh, sorry, pets are not allowed. But nowadays, there are a lot of pet-friendly hotels, so you can travel with your pet if you have one. Here is your key. Here is your key. Welcome, for example. Thank you for staying with us. And the statements you might say could be, I would like to book a room, please. To book, remember, and we have already checked this phrase. Book in this case is not a noun; it's a verb. Okay, and we could use it to have a reservation. Okay, so you need to book a hotel room, for example. Another is, I would like a single room, just for one person, or I would like a double room. So in the double room case, if you travel with your family, there are two beds, so you can stay there. Another one, we need housekeeping service, please. The housekeeping service is a service that the hotel has for you. So, for example, if you need extra towels or extra blankets, you can ask for the housekeeper, and they take you this all of the stuff that you need. Okay. Another one is, we are checking out now. We are leaving. So check out. Goodbye, to say goodbye to the hotel. Okay? Don't forget to check the videos. Now, let's move on through our presentation. And it's time to play. What we have to do is, how much do you know about the word? How much? Well, it's the time to check it. Okay? So you need to go to this link and solve this exercise. Okay, so let's check it. We are now in the Educa Play platform. So what you have to do is to press the start button, and you need to do the task. Okay, so remember that when you finish to do the task, you need to take a screenshot of it. Now we are back here in our presentation. Now let's move on and let's do the task. What what to do right now? Okay, you need to send by email the following tasks. First of all, you need to take a screenshot of the EducaPlay platform once you have already finished with the activity, okay? Now, another task is you need to download and print the file found on the school webpage, okay? Another task is write a conversation at an airport. So, do you remember that at the beginning of the class, I told you that you need to think of a place that you would like to visit? So, you are going to go to this place, and first of all, you need to go to the airport. And finally, complete the boarding pass. So this is a template of the boarding pass. So according to the information here, you need to answer the questions. Is it clear? And, well, we almost finished, guys. So it's time to say goodbye. So I hope you have enjoyed this class, this presentation, and remember to stay safe and stay home, guys. I loved you and I really miss you. See you soon, guys. Bye bye. Kisses and hugs. Bye bye.